Right, so some people who get tattoos go on to regret them, but I feel like not many will regret theirs more than the people we're about to see in this brand new saga on terrible tattoos. Alright, first up, 15-year-old me should have never had a tattoo machine. I mean, 15-year-old anyone shouldn't have a tattoo machine to begin with, but this, oh dear. Let all my friends tattoo their names years ago and I'm really regretting it. Not to mention I wouldn't consider most of these people to be a friend these days. Oh, that's awful. To be fair, at least it's mostly just names. I remember in school when anyone would break an arm or a leg, they'd come in the next day with a pen and a cast and be like, sign my cast, sign my cast. And by the end of the day, there'd be like a handful of names, but the rest of it would just be covered in dicks. Whereas here, you know, you've got a tiger, a pineapple, a butterfly, but most of it is just names. Okay, alright, there's one dick, which is inevitable, but you know, it could be worse. Could go as a dive bar's bathroom door for Halloween, I don't see the problem. Not enough penises, exactly. Not sure about never enough though. Alright, next, saw this at a party. I lost my virginity at Toyotathon. That's not a real thing, surely. Toyotathon. Toyotathon refers to an annual sale held by the Toyota car company. It actually is real, what the hell? Who's going to this? And more importantly, who's getting laid there? Of all things to get tattooed, that is so bizarre. I thought I got screwed over on a car buy before. Nice. Sheldon Giff absolutely kills the joke though. Bad take, OP, this tattoo slaps. I mean, it's unique at least. Alright, next. The finishing touches will get done in a few weeks, but I finally got this tattoo I've been wanting for a while. It's just a Pokemon or something coming out of a Game Boy with what looks like boobs? Or just really thick thighs. That watch needs to be loosened up a bit. Circulation must be cut off like a motherfucker. What the fuck? Why is it on so tight? It's like he put this watch on as a kid and just never took it off. Typhlosion, is that the Pokemon? It is, yeah, and he does not have the boob leg thing. Seen at my job. No way is this real. To be fair, what a sense of humour. That is so jokes. Although having it permanently there, oh my goodness. Tattoos are expensive as well, aren't they? Like, surely that can't cost much less than a hair transplant, can it? I'm probably way off there, aren't I? Equal parts shifty and amazing. Yeah, I both love and hate that. Hats off to this guy. Hey, he's owning it. Yeah, to be fair, the confidence I admire. The evolution of this monstrosity. Oh dear, does this get worse? Touched up my own tattoo and added a heart. Top star is kind of because of how it was done to begin with, but I'm fixing it all up slowly. At least now they look like stars minus the top one. Okay, I mean, face tats in general are so bold. At least if you get one on your leg that you don't really like, you can cover it up, but a face one is hard to get rid of and hard to hide. Before touch-ups and now, oh dear. I mean, first of all, the first one's an awful effort anyway. And I mean, it's hard to say that they've made it worse because it's just so awful in both of them. Saying it still looks a lot better though. Doubt. Yes, I know how to tattoo. Jeez. Oh my goodness, and they kept building on it. Okay, that's pretty cool. I added some weird shit to my tattoo. Once that healed, I'm going to give it the sparkly look. They're going for like a full sleeve type thing on their face. This is like a girl version of the Mike Tyson tattoo. Oh my goodness, it just keeps getting more extreme. Before and now looks so much better. Thanks to blah, blah, blah. They've just added a bunch of detail. This is getting seriously out of hand. I mean, the colours are a bit better and it's starting to look at least professionally done, but that is your face. That is crazy. When was this from until? July 10th, 2021 to March 5th, 2023. So over that 2-year period. Crikey. When you're in a hole, stop dinging. Exactly. Looks like a 2-year-old drew on mum's face while she was asleep on the couch. There was another option called laser. You haven't fixed it and made it worse. Exactly. Like, if you didn't like it to begin with, just get rid of it. Alright, next. Placement was not considered. Okay, it's eyes on top of someone's nipple, and it makes it look like a sad or an inquiring dog with a bit of a beard. That is such a bizarre place to have that tattoo. Of all places, why above your nipple? Somebody said it looked like her. Oh my goodness, it really does. No, that's terrifying. It's the nipple thing. That's what completes the look. It makes it look like a face. It makes it look like whatever the hell that is. This freaks me out. This is exactly what I was thinking of when I was looking at it. Is this weird dog that someone put a face filter on to give it like slightly human eyes, and it looks like Dr. Evil bred with a dog and produced this nightmare. And as well, this is shaved, isn't it? Like the rest of his chest is going to get hairy and cover it all up. Just all in all, terrible. Oh, really terrible idea. These are stick and poked. Last picture of it is healed. Looks diseased. For context, the artist is known for eyelid and roof of mouth tattoos, and now this. Is that on the gums? Oh, it looks like it's rotting. That's awful. Last picture of it is healed, so that's it healed and it's just grey. It looks like they've got gum disease. All right, just got this beauty. I'm matter, but I don't matter. At first I thought that was a spelling error, but I'm pretty sure it just means that in a physics sense. This is like the kind of thing you expect to see in like a 13-year-old kid's journal. Like the type of kid that goes on Tumblr and romanticizes suicide and doesn't really get it. This person looks way too old to have a tattoo this cringe. I feel like this wouldn't be shitty if it just wasn't under their chin. Like any other spot would have been fine. It's just a weirdest placement for a lyric tat. Oh, is it a lyric? Oh, it's a Suicide Boy lyric. Okay, to be fair, I do like Suicide Boy, but this is still cringe. My friend just started tattooing. I do think the blue is the stencil, not blow up, but we'll wait and see. A cat farting with testicles. Nice. I mean, that is objectively a shit tattoo, but at least it's small. Oh, this is even worse than the other one with stars on the face. Oh, after laser. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, this makes me feel a little bit better about laughing at all these people and their terrible tattoos, knowing that it can actually come off to this degree. That's actually really impressive. Wait, the young woman who got this laser surgery claimed that she asked for 3 stars, fell asleep in the chair, and woke up with 56 on her face. What? I mean, 3 still would have been tacky, but that is mental. Oh, wait, that lie fell apart pretty quickly because who falls asleep whilst being tattooed? Yeah, why don't I question that actually? Isn't it supposed to be ridiculously painful? And later admitted she had asked for 56 and just regretted it. She had laser removal to get rid of them. Why lie? I guess she was just really embarrassed. The guy did it for free because he felt so sorry for her. And free publicity, of course. Had a dirt bike land on my arm a few years back. Now I have a lump that expands when I flex. Gave him a little personality. Nah, that's funny. I like that. As well, people are going to ask about it and then you get to tell the story. What is actually happening under the skin? I'm not a doctor and never asked one about it, but it appears to be a tear between 2 muscles. I can stick a finger in it. Feels weird. Why would you not ever go see a doctor about that? Maybe this is in America. I just realized sometimes I forget how different things are in America. I guess he would have had to pay. And he's like, oh, there's no point in spending... How much would it cost? A couple £100, maybe even a couple grand to go get it seen if he's like, it's not harming me. But weird. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't even post on Reddit asking a doctor to see what it was like. I'd be scared that it was like a cancerous lump or something. No way. Why would you waste your hard-earned money like these ugly, horrible pieces? Jeffrey Dahmer, the like serial killer who ate his victims. Another Jeffrey Dahmer. This Jeffrey Dahmer one, I remember watching that TV show series on him and just being like, how weird is it that he has like fans, like super fans, like girls that find out what he did and somehow that makes them fancy him more. And Ted Bundy, actually, loads of serial killers have like obsessed fans. It's so bizarre. His face as well. I mean, I don't know what this says, but that says eat them. Yeah, he was a cannibal as well. He ate them. Oh, bizarre. Can you imagine being a relative of one of his victims and seeing people get tattoos of him on their bodies? That's just insane. Oh, it's a no drama Dharma llama.
Oh, that's fine then.
As if this couldn't get even crazier. They've gone for a no drama Dharma llama. What the fuck? How did they even think of that? My brother paid 3 grand for this unfinished piece. I do not understand why. That, again, is meant... It goes into his hair. Is he just gonna have this shit haircut for the rest of his life? What even is it? Is it supposed to be unfinished? 3 grand though. I knew they were expensive, but 3 grand for that? It looks like his head is a golf ball on a tee. It does. Looks like he got screwed. Is this a screw? I was thinking it was like the blade of like Aragorn's sword or something. That is just terrible. Another game from Facebook. That looks like something someone's done at home with a knife and some ink. And the cigarette butts just really cap off how grim this is. I don't know a lot about tattooing, but I imagine that is not sanitary and that is very, very dangerous. I mean, there's already been a few posts that I've had to scroll past because they are literally people's tattoos falling off their skin. Sweet Jesus, this looks like a crime and not a tattoo. Is there a picture 2 months later of a gangrenous stump? Yeah, if their leg had to get amputated because of this, I would not be surprised at all. I can tell by the colour, that bluish black, that this was absolutely done with normal pen ink. Oh, if so, rest in peace this guy. Oh, that's interesting. Cool concept, but the artist did her wrong. Why did the artist do her wrong? That's so cool. It looks like it's wrapped around her collarbone. I can't figure out what's wrong with this. Do they just think that it's shit art or something? Am I the only one who feels a kind of ghost pain looking at this? Like I look at it and it feels like someone is grabbing my collarbone like a handle. Oh, that's weird. I do that sometimes. It's so weird to feel your collarbone. No, that's cool. I actually like that. I don't think this is a terrible tattoo. I do have am enough. What is this supposed to say? That took me a while. I do enough, I have enough, I am enough. I do enough, I have enough, and I am enough. Okay. Why do they write it like that then? It's just a really bad way of writing your daily affirmations into your body permanently. They did not have enough common sense though, clearly. Oh, more Ted Bundy stuff. Ted Bundy's infamous bite mark and the many tattoo duplicates. Oh, serial killer obsession. I mean, what is this? A Facebook group? The fact that there's a Facebook group where people go in and obsess about serial killers. There is something seriously wrong with our society. I feel like before the age of the internet, you'd be like, I kind of have a weird obsession with serial killers. I need to get over this, you know, and then they go on and live a normal life. Now you can be like, I have a weird obsession with serial killers and find a group online that encourage it. These like echo chambers are just categorically not good things for society. My copy of Ted Bundy's telltale bite mark with his signature. Oh, loads of people have it as well. I mean, karma when it gets infected and they have to go and get it removed and they lose that bit of flesh where they had a bite mark. I hate true crime fetishists. This is some absolute trashy ass shit. The fact that these were real victims, there's just something seriously unhinged about that. No way. I was expecting to see a hairline one, but I thought it was going to be a bad dotted one. This is ridiculous. Honestly, if you're bald, own it. It's going to look so much better than this. That is just terrible. Yeah, I've seen some people with like dots and it kind of, you can kind of tell, but it doesn't look too bad, especially like at a distance. This looks awful. And look how young he looks. This guy can't be bald. This kid looks about 15. Bro Lego'd himself. Oh my goodness, this one's got a beard as well. Who looks at that and thinks it's good? Oh, did this person request to get a tattoo of eczema? That's weird, but kind of cool. The work seems fine, but why red? I would assume the person had a skin condition if I saw them. I mean, I get that at first. I kind of thought the same thing, but looking at it, I think this is kind of cool, especially if it's like part of her culture. I thought this was from a really bad jellyfish sting. Same. I think it's inspired by the red ink that often appears on old East Asian art scrolls. Could be wrong though. Interesting. The art style is called cyber sigilism. Interesting. You know what? I kind of back this one. Not terrible. Artist forgot a word after he was done. Oh no. I am the of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I'm the what of my fate? There obviously should have been something there. Like I'm the decider of my own fate or something. Ugh. Oh, here it is. And they've filled it in. I'm the master of my fate. That looks so shit. Also, so hard to read. The missing word is like the 7th worst thing about this tattoo. Yeah, I mean, none of it is good. Terrifying. This is exactly what I was expecting to come across. Someone getting a bad tattoo of a portrait. The number of times I've seen this where you see like a really pretty photo and just an absolute nightmare tattoo. I mean, when they were doing this, surely they knew like this looks like a drawn on bag and how deep and dark are these wrinkles? I mean, that is just terrible. It's black and white, so I'm guessing the person that this is doesn't look like this anymore, thank goodness. Maybe even they're dead and they never have to see this absolute monstrosity. But if you're going to get a portrait done, pay up for a good artist. It is so worth it. I mean, stuff like a flower, harder to get wrong. Stuff like this, it needs to be done right or evidently it looks awful. Meth progression, oh dear. I mean, literally, it looks like a zombie. In fact, it's not even just bad, it's terrifying. Can you imagine lying in bed and just, or arm being there, and opening your eyes and in the darkness seeing this thing looking back at you? You can't even like leave it next door or put it under the bed or in a closet or something. It's just constantly there staring at you. The not great original and absolute awful copy. I mean, yeah, to begin with, already a cringe tattoo. What the f is that? I mean, the angle's not great, but the artistry on it's awful. At least that you can kind of tell. Obviously, you can tell exactly what it's supposed to be. This is barely intelligible at all. I dig the original, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, if you like the original, fair play. I mean, you know, not my personal taste. That is just awful. Yeah, not a huge fan of the style, but I actually do kind of like the colours, to be fair. Just found in the wonderful world of Facebook. Have fun. This looks like Dumbledore's hand when he touches the Horcrux. And what is it with so many people getting a rose?
Cheers, the roses there.
Kind of looks like a lump of iceberg lettuce. And that, I'm not going to say it. This little beastie took a crap on her arm. So little dog bent over. That's actually I mean, that's just kind of funny. I don't think that's bad at all. As long as it's not like on their face or something ridiculous, which it doesn't look like it is, this one's fine. And actually kind of cute. More of a shitting tattoo than a shitty tattoo. Ah, seen in another sub. Addict. Pretty little cum dumpster. Community girl. Goodness me. This is seriously trashy. And I don't know what this is. Imagine how your parents would feel if you're at like a family gathering and there's like a swimming pool or something. Like you go on a summer holiday or something and they see this. They should be so disappointed. Don't get me wrong. If you want to be sex positive and you're not harming anybody, fine. I have absolutely no issue with that. But this just is not the way to advertise it. Some terrible work from a local artist. Hard to believe he can run his own studio. Not the worst, not great. That's terrible. This is like AI art type thing. What is that hand? I'm guessing that thumb's supposed to be wrapped around, but it looks like it's been chopped off. And again, with the roses. Can someone explain to me if there's like a deeper meaning to roses? Like, is it associated with like astrology or something like that? Or like good vibes, or I don't know. There's got to be a reason why there's so many of them. Maybe it's just the light links with romance. My son will not be defined. Okay. I think this is to do with autism, which is kind of sweet. I back the message, so I'm not going to cry about that one. I know some people don't like the puzzle piece thing, but I feel like he means well, so I'm not going to slander it. No way. I cannot believe this is real. I gave myself a stick and poke with nail polish, and I think I just dug my own grave. Surely that's not good for you. And I mean this, it looks awful. It looks like really, really bad frostbite. That is just a mental decision. It looks like it was posted on TikTok. Again, if this person has lost their arm since this was posted, I would not be surprised at all. Instagram is nuts. Crikey, that is just a hot mess. That is also a mess. It looks like he's tried to give himself like really, really long eyelashes. Like bro went for a tattoo version of an eyelash extension. Not sure the feminine look was what he was going for. Now this I can get behind. The bro's got a chessboard on his face. Right, well, I feel like we've gotten to the point where I don't even know what's going on anymore, so I feel like it's time to end the video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed so you can catch the next installment of Terrible Tattoos. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!